Hey everyone, first of all, I have to warn you, this video is gonna contain a lot of spoilers for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. This is a video I've been wanting to make for quite some time, ever since A New Frontier released. I was very mad at it, but now I think I've calmed down a bit and I think I can speak of it a bit more objectively. My opinion hasn't changed ever since I played it. I'm still disappointed and even bitter about it. I just can't understand how they could do everything wrong. First of all, and probably the most controversial part of it all, the flashbacks. What the hell was that, Telltale? So you make us choose between 5 endings in Season 2 just to wipe them out 5 minutes into Season 3, and in the most anticlimactic and realistic way. Kenny dies a stupid, undeserving death, and James even goes against her character. Not to mention about how Wellington fell and how we didn't get to see inside it. And then there's the models used for Kenny, Jane, and Edith. I won't go into that. Choosing your Season 2 ending has turned out to be choose your scar. Nothing else. They could have created an awesome story. For example, AJ and determinately Kenny, Jane, or Edith could get kidnapped by the New Frontier and Clem is on a rescue mission, you know? And the way your chosen companion in Season 2 will be waiting for you at the end of the season. And eventually you'll meet him again. It will be amazing. It was easy. For those who picked Kenny, they'd find AJ and Kenny. For those who picked Jane, her. For those who picked Wellington, Edith. And for those who went alone, then only AJ. I seriously think any dedicated fan will write a better script than what we got. Not only that, seriously, who else saw it coming that the leader of the New Frontier was gonna be David? Of course it wasn't gonna be Krista or Lily. This game is made for newcomers. Then we have Kenny, the third most important character of Season 1, the second most important character of Season 2, a legend of the franchise, and just of him like some side character? In a car crash? Why? The first thing the fans asked when Season 2 ended is, please don't kill Kenny or Jane 5 minutes into Season 3. I don't understand why did they create a choice generator to choose past decisions if they literally don't matter. Clementine acts this and speaks the same regardless of the ending you got, except a tiny dialogue in Episode 2. Why did it bother? Marketing? They said Episode 1 was too big to fit, and they had to split it in 2 episodes. And each one was just about 1 hour long. Why? Did they really need to split it? Season 1 episodes could last 2 hours and even more. A New Frontier consists of 4 episodes, but they charge you for 5 of them, and they're even more expensive than before, and way shorter as well. This goes along with them saying Clem will be a playable protagonist alongside Javi. They're telling lies without technically lying. Clementine has been shoehorned into the game for marketing purposes. They know she herself can market this game even if she's badly written and has been downgraded to a secondary supporting character and is only playable for 5 minutes each episode during awfully written flashbacks. They forced Clem into this game at the expense of her whole story we worked so hard to build in Seasons 1 and 2. They sacrificed our endings, our choices, so they can say this game isn't for newcomers only. I think it's also a mistake to want to attract new players. They've created a reboot. They should stick to the people who got them here, us, the longtime fans, the people who's been here and has played Season 1 and Season 2. Newcomers should start playing the game in Seasons 1 and 2. It's common sense. I don't know why Telltale is catering to new fans. This isn't Call of Duty, this isn't Battlefield, this is a story game. Okay, I would rather prefer that Clem's story was done with in Season 2, with the ending we chose, and this game was a complete fresh start. It would have been better off that way. I take that any day before ruining Clem's story like this. She has no screen time at all, and definitely her role isn't vital for Javier's story. You could literally replace Clem with Jane and nothing would change. You could literally write Clem off of the story and nothing would change. She doesn't even mention Lee at all. It's like all the seasons never happened. They said that there were 42 starting points that determined Clementine's personality. That way the story will be perfectly tailored. It will also be a fresh start for newcomers, you know? But the truth is, she acts the same regardless whatever you did. Same dialogue, same scenes, same everything. Again, marketing. They keep insisting that choices will eventually matter, but then someone from Telltale says in an interview, you can change the story of a Telltale game. Okay, then what is this? Seriously? That's literally false advertising. They also said many fans do not understand that our games are not about what happens on the screen, but in your mind and heart. What does that even mean? Okay, more stuff. Where's the previously on The Walking Dead segment with Lee's voice? Or the next time on The Walking Dead one? Where's the awesome credit songs that used to play in Season 2? All of that is gone as well, and it's a shame. It made the experience so much more immersive. Season 3 will be larger, your choices from Season 2 will have a major impact in Season 3, blah blah blah. I've even been called hater for saying all of this. Me? Hater? I mean, this franchise is my passion and has been that way for many years. I've even defended Survival Instinct, for God's sakes. I complain because I care for it. I worry for it. Fans, and especially long-term fans, want what's best for the franchise. And many will agree that it's definitely not what the New Frontier brings. I'm being honest, I don't like the way this is headed. Even Melissa herself is puzzled about this whole thing. It's not malice or hatred. The Walking Dead is always my priority number one when it comes to favorite franchises. There used to be a time when I worshipped Telltale, okay? But if there's something I don't like, I have the right to say it because I paid for it. I'm not gonna bully them, I'm not gonna spam them, but I just wanted to share my opinion with you all, and I hope you can respect it, okay? I really wish A New Frontier got better. I really find it hard to believe, after all of the lies we've been fed, after everything they said, and this was supposed to be the biggest season yet, and at least for me, it was a huge letdown. They had the time, they had the potential, but in the end, it didn't work. I really don't know when episode 3 were released. Melissa Hutchinson, the voice of Clementine, for those who don't know her, she mentioned how she doesn't have a clue either and how they've been making her recreate a lot of stuff that has been cut from the game. They haven't even finished episode 3 script for all I know. They probably released it late March or April, I don't know. Telltale seems like they're rushing A New Frontier, like they didn't have the time to make it, and it makes me sad. Like, they had 2 years to make this game, you know? I think Jack mentioned the other day that episode 3 isn't coming in January, and that it's a big one. I don't want to believe them anymore, guys. My hopes were high for the first episodes, and they were crashed. You know, I think I understand now why there was so much secrecy regarding A New Frontier before it premiered. I think Telltale didn't know what to do with it, and that they still don't, you know? It makes me sad to see that Melissa and Gavin Hammond, who voices Kenny, had to come out to say sorry for what happened. I have lots of respect for Melissa and Gavin for voicing their opinions regardless of being paid by Telltale, you know? They are fans too as well and care for these characters as much as we do. And speaking of removed scenes, I heard there was one about Clem before the apocalypse started, maybe? There were some files in the game data in which one could find out Sandra was supposed to appear with Clem. There was another one that showed how Clem and AJ got separated. Melissa also mentioned how there was much more content from the flashbacks, probably for Kenny and Jane that was cut as well. They should have added all of this and make the episodes longer as they should be. You know, they shouldn't be 1 hour long. They should be 2 hours long or 2.5 hours long, like in season 1. You know. And speaking of files, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but seems like they've reused Batman's models to make A New Frontier, like literally a copy paste with zombie skins. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Again, I don't mean to bash or hate Telltale games, and definitely I don't mean to hate on The Walking Dead, but I needed to lay this out, you know? You guys have to understand how important this franchise is to me. I'd like to encourage Telltale to try to fix this as much as they can for everyone. For Day One's fans and for newcomers, for everyone, okay? I know they have the potential to do it, but they have to listen to what the fans want. A New Frontier can get better, but they have to work hard on it, you know? What they did with the game is like, if in the show, Daryl stumbles and breaks his neck, and then Carl leaves the group and joins the Fear the Walking Dead cast, you know, it doesn't make sense, okay? I don't want this video to just focus on the negative aspects, so I'll go ahead and say what I like it about The New Frontier. The graphics, besides the 3 models I mentioned, the graphics are beautiful, okay? The introduction of comic characters is nice. I like it when comic and game bond together, you know? Javi as a character is awesome. I like him. Okay, he's nice. He feels human. That's one of the things I believe the most in these games. He feels human. He feels like a real person. That's why I love Kenny so much. Kenny's probably the most human character of them all. But anyways, let's hope for the franchise sake that it gets better. I don't know how long I've been speaking for. I hope I didn't leave something unsaid. Well, at least my video won't be long enough to split in 2 parts, if you know what I mean. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and comment if you want, please. I'd like to know what you think. And again, this is not out of hate. This is because I care. I needed to voice my opinion. I needed to let this all out, okay? And I just hope you respect this, okay? I respect Telltale. I just wish they went back to the way they used to do things, okay? So that's it for today. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and also, I'm sorry if I'm hard to understand, okay? English is not my first language, okay? I'm Spanish, but I'm trying. I'm sorry if I seem nervous as well, since this is the first video I'm doing in English for my channel. So I hope you guys like it.